Hello everybody, I'm out here with Eevee. We are taking our entire walk today completely off leash. It is such a beautiful morning. Such a beautiful thing to be able to take your dog out, have a nice enjoyable walk, right? And not have to worry about anything. Tap the tone right there. I'm going to show you how we use our Ecollar Heel to walk our dog. Notice the leash is there. If you need your leash, you can go ahead and pick it up. I just wanted to make this video to show you all of our training is on the Ecollar. Okay, so we've got her in this nice Ecollar Heel. When you look down, when you have her in heel, her head should be to the left of your leg. Okay, the word heel literally means their head is at the level of your heel. So we want to keep her in that nice spot. Think of it as an imaginary circle right here, like a strike zone in baseball. If she leaves that spot, that's when we can turn on our Ecollar. So there's only so many places she can go. She can push forward, she can veer to the left, she can start lagging behind, or she can go behind your legs. That's it. Those are the only 4 spots she can go. The only spot that we want her to be in is in heel, which is next to your left leg. When she is in heel, we do not turn the Ecollar on and she gets praise. Good girl. Doesn't have to be over the top. It can just be a good girl every now and then. All right, so she's doing really well. She's come leaps and bounds with her walk that used to be so crazy. That first heel session, she was just everywhere but heel. But that's how they learn the boundaries, and that's how they learn the correct position, is by trying the other ones. Perfect. So when they're in heel, you should be able to kind of feel them paying attention to you. See how she's constantly checking for my leg, because she's using my leg as the visual to make sure she's in the right spot. Look at that. If I stop, she immediately stops because she's paying attention. If she wasn't paying attention, she would have kept shooting forward. Good. I like how she auto sits. Now let's work on her stay commands, and I can show you what she's learned in that department. No. Click my stem. And I can show you what she's learned in that department. Good girl, Eevee. Stay. I give her a stay and a hand signal. I'm going to walk away. If I walk away and she follows me, I'm going to say NO and click my collar. The glue that holds her stay commands together is that accountability. She has to know each specific person is going to hold her accountable. It's simple as that. If she didn't think I was going to click or say no if she broke the command, she would have come with me. And each person that handles her is going to have to form their own relationship with her, because she's one of these really smart ones that will say, oh, this person holds me accountable and that person doesn't. And she'll treat each person accordingly. I love how she is auto downing. Okay, she's laying down because she's coping with the fact that she has to stay, and she's using the down as her coping skill, because it is so hard for her. She's a wiggle worm. It is so hard for her to hold still that she's like, oh, she didn't tell me down, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I know that's gonna make this a little bit easier, and she's right. Now the rules of the stay command is that she stays until she's either released or given another command. So I could either release her for free time, or I could recall her to me, or we can just go right back into the walk. I'm gonna show you a couple things before we release her. First, I'm gonna show you her recall. Okay, recall is getting her to you from anywhere she might be. And that was one of her owner's main goals, is that she absolutely had no recall, and we totally could see what he meant. We worked so hard on this recall, and it's not that she didn't understand it. She just understood it, but was like, no, I don't want to. Because if you can call a dog to you, it means you're taking away their freedom, and this lady loved her freedom before. What she doesn't understand is that all of this structure is actually going to get her more freedom in the future, because you can't really do much with a dog who doesn't listen, but you can take a dog places who does listen. So to get her to you from wherever she is, if she's not already looking at you, you can say her name. If she's already looking at you, you do not need to say her name. The most important thing is that you're going to tap the tone button, which is this T button on the side. That's going to beep by her ear, and then you can pair it with the verbal C-O-M-E. Okay, so watch this. Eevee, she looks over at me. Come, good girl, lots of praise, bam, right to me. She doesn't come and jump. She doesn't run past you. She doesn't get almost to you and arc back around. All of those things would be corrected. The only thing that's left is the come and the stay. From here, I could put her in another down, I could release her, or we could go back into our walk, okay? I just wanna show you how we get her to lay down if she's not already laying down and you need her to. Stay, I'm just gonna say down. If she does not, we're gonna give a little click on the collar and she lays down. Okay, now let's dissect that. She 100% knows what I asked. It's not a matter of confusion, but in that moment she said, I don't want to, for whatever reason. It could just be, I don't feel like listening to her. That's where your accountability button comes in. And look what we get. Calm down. Just one click of a button. Now, if she didn't listen to that, every time you have to re-ask, you're dialing up, okay, until you get what you asked for. The most important thing is that follow through and making sure you get what you asked for. Good girl. Now, at the same time, don't overuse the commands. Don't abuse the power, okay? I'm asking for this to show you on the video as an example. Don't be asking for this all the time just because. Make sure you're using it when you really need it, okay? And make sure when you do ask her, you're ready to follow through, okay? Now I'm gonna show you how to get her back into the heel from a stationary command. We're gonna say the word heel and we're gonna start tapping the tone button. Heel, tap the tone. I tap it a couple times and then she locks right in to heel. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, I think she's earned it. I just love that. I mean, she's doing just so well. Stay. We're gonna release her for some free time. Just because she's given me the opportunity, I am gonna ask for a DOWN one more time just to show you. Let's see if she learned anything from the last time. Eevee, down, no click. See how that works? Good girl. She learned from me over there that I will follow through. So this time she said, you know what, we're gonna skip the runaround and I'm just gonna down, and that way she avoids the e-collar click. Okay, now we're gonna release her. Eevee, break, good girl. So now she's in free time, meaning she's not in a command. She's free to go do whatever she wants, but it's within reason. She can't just start running away. She can't start eating stuff off the ground. She can't start barking, right? This is all unspoken rules of her free time, all right? Good girl. She's putting herself in heel. I won't complain about that. Okay, another thing we worked on really hard is thresholds. That means no rushing in and no rushing out. So I'm gonna open up this door. If she rushes through, I'm gonna say NO, click the collar, re-collar back out, and then reopen the door until I get this. She might regress a little bit at home. That's why I'm showing you the pattern, because here she knows. Okay, good. She looks up at me, break, good girl, and then she can go through. Place. Oh, what a good girl. It's the first time on that bed. When we come in from a walker activity, it's always a good habit not to just come home, unclip the leash, and let her run around the house with free roam. We always come in and put her in a stationary command, which is the place bed. Good girl. All right, when it's time for the next activity, or you need to put her away, you're just gonna release her, or you can recall her to you, or you can have her heel around the house with you. Right now, I'm just gonna release her. Eevee, break, good girl.